G'day YouTube, Thunder Diesel here, and welcome back to BeamNG Drive. Today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be doing something a little different. Kind of did the same thing in the last BeamNG video where I built that Holden Commodore, but today, well, as you can see, we have a crew frame long bed frame of some sort, and we've got a tubular radiator support and some nice looking truck wheels. So today we are going to be building something. I still haven't completely decided. We have a number of choices. We could either build a Chevy of some sort, a Dodge of some sort, a GMC, or a Ford from various years. So I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to build. Yeah, as you can see, I've got my Dodge truck, trophy truck over there. Firstly, let's just have a bit of a look around. Hold on. So you got my camera speed set way too quickly. Spent a little time in the map editor creating a little yard here with our fences and whatnot and a nice break area. But over here on our flatbed, well, we have a truck that will be supplying the engine that will be going into the truck we are building today. Yes, it is indeed running because, as some of you may know, who run a lot of different mods like I do, since the last update, well, a lot of mods have indeed broken. So I've had to change the settings within my game for the cars to spawn running because, well, when I go to start the vehicles myself or I shut a vehicle off and go to restart it, well, it'll start, but it won't stay running. It'll just shut off again. So I don't know what's going on there, if it's a mod conflict or if the devs have changed something within the ignition system, but this is where we're sitting for now. This donor truck, as you can see, well, it has indeed been rolled over and it will be giving us its 7.3 RDI as the donor engine. I went and picked it up from a buddy with my trusty Gavril here. This is like an M duty or something, if I believe, or the Durham, whatever you want to call it. On our lovely step deck spread axle trailer. I cannot remember where I got this trailer. If I do happen to remember where I got the trailer from, I may leave a link in the description. The Durham can be found on the repo. This Chevy is someone's, I can't remember. This, on the other hand, is the Precision Drag Mods Monte Carlo. Well, it's just kind of just sitting here for aesthetic. Dodge, don't ask me where it came from, and well, like I said, I have not decided on what body I'm going to be putting on this truck. So yeah, first of all, I'm going to start off in this truck. Hold on. Wrong truck. This truck. And we are going to be removing the engine from this truck, which everyone knows in BeamNG logic, when I remove something, a part, it's going to reset the entire truck, so it's going to go back to looking perfectly fine when I remove the engine, because it resets everything, which is just stupid. When you remove a part, it should just remove that part and not reset the entire truck, but yeah, beggars can't be choosers. So now we've removed the 7.3 RDI and we are going to go over here once I get to it, because I've got that much stuff spawned and I've gone past it because I'm an idiot. Again, I said that I can't speak again because I'm flustered. I said this in a video or so ago that there should be a UI app or something that you can bring up to select the vehicle that is spawned without needing to go into the map editor to click on the vehicle, then exit back out of it so you don't have to sit there clicking tab through everything you've got spawned. Because this car lift is a spawnable vehicle, so yeah, I'm just going to sit here clicking tab every time to get back to the vehicle that you want to get to, unless you spawn them in a specific order and then try and remember what order everything's in. But anyway, back to what we were doing. We are going to put the 7.3 litre 44 cubic inch International RDI V8 into this, and of course it's going to spawn running. Oh, actually no, it's not. Okay. Because I have the wrong fuel tank in, which is actually going to work out for me in the beginning because it's just a very loud engine. I'll worry about the fuel tank later on. So now we will go to the body. We have a few choices in bodies. We have the 2018 GMC crew cab or a cat crew cab, which I'm assuming is the cat eye, Chevy cat eye or whatever it is. Then we've got the normal D series crew cab or the GMC crew cab, which is a lot older than the 2018 GMC. I'm assuming it's a 90 or an early 2000s GMC. I can't remember. Or we have the 86 Ford F800 crew cab, which I don't think is going to go on here very well. Or the iRetrox Ford crew cab 80 to 97. So we have a few choices here. I'm not 100% sure on which one I want to do, but we are going to be building specifically a service truck. So we're going to go ahead first up straight away and we will put a utility bed on the back. Just to get everything started off. I think this is the bed I want. And I may need to put a cab on this thing because it looks like it's wanting to kind of roll off the lift. Yeah, see, knew that was going to happen. And it's going to keep doing that now. Lovely. I can't win with this game. Go away. I've got to try and lift it back up and get it back on the lift, which is not going to happen in my favor because why would it work in my favor? I should have just left it the way it was and not taken the parking brake off because then it wanted to bounce everywhere. Yep, it's just not going to agree with me, so now I'm gonna have to stuff around because, you know, nothing ever goes the way I plan it to go. This is why I don't like trying to script videos. Shift F7, spawn it there, which is inside of stuff, of course, because why wouldn't it be? Spawn that there. Now I've got to go back to the car lift, respawn it, go through my several hundred other vehicles. So now what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to put the fuel tank in that I wasn't going to put in yet so I can drive this back onto the lift. Diesel fuel tank. Now it's got a GQ diesel fuel tank in it, but apparently it just doesn't work. So, and I've got a feeling that this might not be the right bed that I had on it to begin with. It might have actually been the service bed. Like I said, I was going to make it into a service truck. But I don't think that was the... No, I definitely had the utility bed on it before. So we'll just change it back, and we'll put it back on the lift. Usually I have my shifter here all set up because it's got like the parking brake and everything on it, but I was playing around with a different car and I needed a different kind of handbrake style, so I got rid of it. Oh. Oh, lovely, and watch now it won't start and run. Nah, see, this is the issue I'm having. It'll start but then shut off again. And it's weird. The only way it'll stay running is if I hold the ignition button in after it started. Like, watch this. Now I'll hold the ignition button in and it stays running perfectly fine. But the second I let go of the ignition button, it shuts off. It just won't stay running. So every single time I have to reset it for it to spawn running so I can actually use it. This thing's not happy with me, like, at all. Right, now it's parked back there again. I can put the park and brake on. This is not going the way I had planned absolutely whatsoever. Now, take the gas tank back out because this engine's just really loud. Right. Now, we've got our service bed on here. I'm just still yet to decide on which cab I want to use, if I want to go with a 2018 or if I want to go with an older truck. Like, we could go with the Ford Crew Cab 80 to 97. But the roof is kind of freaking out on it, as you can see. I'm pretty sure that's not supposed to be like that. So this cab might not be the best for this application. So let's try the 2018 GMC Crew Cab and we'll see what that looks like. That actually kind of looks kind of cool. Like, I'm definitely a fan of the older style trucks, but I have not built a 2018 GMC for anything for that matter, I don't think. So we may stick with this build and we'll see what it looks like at the end, and worst comes to worst, I can always change the cab over. So let's go and start off with the front end. We've got the radiator support, which is, I've got the tube radiator support. So I'm gonna go 2018 front valance. I like the tube radiator support because no matter what application you use it with, it's not gonna like clip through the top of the hood or fenders or anything like that, like the stock D series radiator support it tends to do. So now, do we want a GMC Denali or an STL? Let's go for the Denali because, you know, Denali. All right, so now it's starting to take some shape. Let's get the headlights in, the 2018 GMC headlight. Now, I've been getting a lot of requests on my Discord and a couple of comments on my videos asking me to do these sort of videos, like just build a truck or a car and things like that. So I figured, well, let's accommodate and build some cars. Like I did with the last video, I built the Australian Holden Commodore, like I said. So now I figured, well, let's do a truck and we'll see how she turns out. So we'll leave everything else under here the way it is. I'm not going to change the wheels and tires because, well, I like them. It just kind of suits this truck well with the application that it's going to be. So now we'll go back to the bed for now. I won't worry about the front bumper and everything else just yet because we are going to go down here. Oh, where is it? Equipment. There we go. which will put like the welder and all that sort of stuff on the top of the box. Make it a true service truck. There we go. That actually looks really nice, if I do say so myself. I can always change the color of everything later on down the track, but obviously I've just color matched the box and the cab because, well, when I first spawned this up on the other truck that it was on, the truck was black and this was white, and it was just weird looking to me, so I color matched everything. So now on the back, we can go ahead and put our LED tail lights on the service bed, as well every truck needs tail lights to make it legal. And then I'm going to put a very specific rear bumper on this, just to kind of truly make it into a service truck. Probably some of you may know what bumper I'm going to put on here just because of the extended drop hitch here. The bumper is very big, let's just say that. So we can... Oh, and if you haven't noticed, well, the UI has definitely been changed in this update. It's actually a little more refined. It's more or less the same deal, just looks a bit nicer. So we are definitely doing the heavy utility rear bumper, which gives us the state... Oh, no, it doesn't. This is different. Oh no, down under here. Okay, I'm stupid. It gives us this stabilizers and things like that, and it's just an all-round nice bumper to go with this bed. It suits this vehicle very well. So now we are going to go to the front of the truck and we shall choose our front bumper, which I'm still indecisive of what I want to do because I've got a lot of bumpers, like bumpers from the DFA pack and things like that. Just, yeah. Got GMC off-road. This, personally, I don't like these style of bumpers. A lot of people seem to like these types of bumpers. I do not know why. It kind of just looks like a wannabe transformer to me. My personal opinion. Everyone has their own opinions, but I'm kind of wanting to see, I don't know what I want to do because a lot of these bumpers I actually have not even looked at or seen what it even looks like. So, like, we've got the tubular off-road Stinger front bumper. We'll see what that looks like. You see, that's for like rock crawling and things like that. That's not really something you would use on this kind of application. We've got road sport bumpers, we've got the D series pre-runner bumper, push bumper, and things like that, and just other bumpers that go on, like the Toyota Land Cruisers and Nissan GQ Patrols and things like that that I have. Off-road front bumper, I think this is the in-game off-road front bumper. So it's not going to really be anything fancy. Yeah, see, and it clips with this front end, so it doesn't exactly work too well. I think I saw a GMC, yeah, no normal GMC bumpers. So let's see what these look like and if they have any decent accessories that I can put on it. Maybe we shall see. This might be the wrong bumper for this year. I don't think this is the correct bumper for this truck. I could be wrong. It could be the right bumper. Hold on. Did I... When I was got all the 2018 stuff on here, so I think that's the wrong bumper. But I don't see a 2018 GMC bumper option in here, so I don't think it's the 400 HD, because that's the DFA pack, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, that is definitely not the right bumper for this truck, and I really wish it would not do that. I really thought there might have been like a 2018 GMC bumper option. That's that bull bar. I think I know what that one is. That's the one that like comes up and covers the lights with a bunch of bars. So that might not look right either. Yeah, that doesn't exactly look right to me either for this truck. Um, we got the Cat Eye Ranch Hand add-on and things like that, but obviously it's for the Cat Eye, so I'm just gonna see what it may look like on this truck. Well, it doesn't even work, so that's the only part that annoys me sometimes, that when you get to certain parts, well, it doesn't exactly say 2018 GMC bumper, like that's a D series bumper. And this GMC bumper is obviously for the older one, so I don't know what I'm going to put on here. Like, I don't think this LC75 is going to work on this truck either, because it's meant for a totally different vehicle. Yeah, see, it clips with that headlight and things like with the headlights, and it's just no, it's definitely not going to work. So this is becoming quite an issue to figure out what type of bumper I can put on this that's not going to look completely ridiculous. And I know for a fact the next recovery front bumper is literally just a bar with like two eye hooks on it. Yeah, see, it's literally just a piece of metal with two hooks on it. That's definitely not going to work on this either. I could have sworn this truck came with proper front bumper and things like that, but obviously not. What front guard? What is that? Okay, that's definitely not going to work on this truck either. Lovely. Now where did that go there? Front push bumper is obviously for the police vehicle and things like that. This is just taking way too long to try and find a bumper. Chevy front bumper stock. Let's see what this looks like on it. It's probably going to look completely wrong. Yep, also not the correct bumper. For anyone that may have this truck, I can't remember who this truck is by. It's a 2018 GMC. Leave your comments down below on what front bumpers actually work with this thing, because, well, I've gone through a lot of different bumpers right now and it's not exactly working out too well in my favor. So, alt tubular off-road front bumper oil pan protection, that's definitely not going to work on this. Um, when it comes to stuff like this, I'm just going to say it one last time, even though I've said it 14 times already. Why can you not name it the same as every other part, like 2018 GMC rear bench seat, 2018 GMC front left door? Where's the 2018 GMC front bloody bumper? Like, so I'm stuck now using this pathetic excuse of a looking front bumper because nothing else works with this thing. This is literally the only bumper that looks remotely decent on this truck, even though it is still clipping with the front grille in places, but it's got to have a bumper of some sort on it, so I guess this is the bumper I'm stuck using. So now we can get to doing, well, I was going to put seats in it, but it looks like it's already got, oh no, it's only got rear seats. It hasn't got front seats. So we'll put passenger seat and driver's seat. Driver's seat. I'm just looking over here at my second screen to see how long this video is actually going for. I'm trying to keep it under the half an hour mark, but at this point, I don't think that's going to happen. Right, so now we've done most of that, we can there's absolutely no options to do anything with the roof, like put cab lights or anything like that on, or even side steps. That's actually kind of surprising that those options aren't there. Oh, hold on, here we go. Oh no, those are rock lights. Well, we're not doing any rock climbing with this thing, so we won't need rock lights. I am going to need a muffler on this thing, so we're going to go ahead and put a MagnaFlow Performance bumper exhaust. I was kind of hoping it would give me the option to put like side steps on it, but I guess beggars can't be choosers. We'll go ahead and we'll put the 2018 GMC trim. This makes it look a little nicer. Got our tow hitch and everything on there, rear and front suspension. Don't really need to touch anything because it's all heavy duty. The second I put anything else in this rear end, well, it's just not going to hold up to all the weight that's in the back of this right now. Now, 7.3 litre international IDI. So far, that's the only engine I've tested that I know works properly. I haven't tested any of the other diesel engines that I do indeed have. I don't exactly want to go and put a petrol powered engine because, well, diesel's life, and it just sounds better and has more torque and towing capacity for certain things, even in a video game. So yeah, we won't need a navigation unit, we won't need the fender lettering, we'll just leave all that, we'll leave it debadged for now, even though the front end's got badges and things like that, but that's alright, we can't debadge it. So turbo everything and turbocharge everything mod is indeed broken and doesn't exactly work. Train horns, do not ask me how those work. They're there, but I don't know how they work. When I go to options and go controls, vehicle specific, there is no option here for air horns or train horns. So obviously that has not been added, because you come down here and you got your normal horn and that's it. Which is H, and I press H and it's just a measly little meanie. So don't ask me how the train horns work. I don't even remember where I got the mod from. I think it came with a different vehicle. But yeah, I think we are done with this truck. Like I said, I'm kind of disappointed I can't put any roof lights or anything on it, or even side steps. Usually I'm a fan of putting on side steps and things like that because I've got side steps that have lights down the side and it's just overall kind of a nicer truck. But yeah, we've got a GMC service truck. Let's take it for a drive and we'll see what it's actually like. I didn't put a fuel tank in it, did I? That's gonna kind of dampen the whole test drive kind of thing, isn't it? Right, diesel fuel tank. Now it is going to spawn running again because, well, of that issue I explained earlier. Alright, let's take it for a drive. Hopefully it doesn't bottom out trying to reverse out of... Oh, and of course it's a manual, because why wouldn't it be? Now it is going to be very gutless because, well, I didn't do anything to the engine, I just slapped it in here. It only makes 6 psi, so... But again, it's a service truck, so it's not supposed to be blindingly fast or doing 40-mile-per-hour burnouts. Oh, lovely, it's got no 4th gear. Don't know why it did that. Ever since the game updated to 0.28, it's just messed with a lot of settings and everything like that, so obviously my H shifter settings have changed. It's got up to 3rd gear, but then I have to use the paddle shifter to go to 4th for some reason, which I don't know why it's done that. The turning radius on this thing is obviously not the best. Now I don't know where I've got this waypoint set to, I can't remember. So let's go have a look-see. Now I didn't pay any attention to if there was an option to put a steering wheel in this thing, but obviously there is not. The interior lights don't work, which is very upsetting. I obviously chose the wrong vehicle to build. So maybe in the next video I will do a cab swap and do a different cab on this thing, because this 2018 is kind of disappointing in the way of options and things like that. I want to know where this waypoint's going. Why is it making me go this way when the waypoint's over there? It's just making me go around the entire map to go back pretty much the way I just came from. Again, why am I going right when... Okay, this is just ridiculous. Why has this update completely broken everything? Like, why are you making me go that way when the waypoint's over here? You know what? I'm just gonna... Camera speed 100. Yeah, like, the waypoint's over here. Why am I going around the twist? Yeah, not doing it. That's just going to take way too long. Where's the house? Back over here. I'm just gonna cheat and go bang and reverse it back into the shop. Into its new parking spot. Oh, and lovely, now it's stuck because of that big rear bumper. I'm gonna have to drive it in forwards. That's good enough for me. Right, well, if you liked this video, which I hope you did, considering how long it took me to actually set this area up, I took some assets from around the map, like a lot of this stuff wasn't here. The silos were here, but they were up against the building. Put some containers, solar panels and things in just to kind of fill out the area. Put some fences up and things like that, just, aesthetics. But yeah, if you like this video, please hit that thumbs up button, leave your comments down below on what you would like to see next. I'm hoping I've saved this within the map editor. I believe I have saved it because I click on save level. So I'm hoping that's it, because I am on East Coast rework, am I? Or am I on, see, I can't even remember what, I think I'm on River Highway. So that, I think that's how you get to the stuff you've saved. See, I don't know how all this works. When I click save level, it just comes up with level saved. It doesn't give me the option to rename it or what. I don't know how this works. So if anyone knows how the map editor works when saving a map edit, please definitely let me know so I don't lose a lot of this. I mean, I could easily do this again, but at a different spot. But it's just nice to have saved something that you have done that looks cool, so you can access it again. But anyway, yes, if you liked this video, hit that thumbs up button, leave your comments down below, and if you have not already, do not forget to subscribe and hit the little notification bell so you know when I upload. So until next time, Thunder Diesel out.